afternoon. Welcome to Younib TV News at 1. My name is Peninah Wachera. We have a lot lined up for you in this bulletin, including President Ruto's swipe at the opposition regarding the 2027 general election. But first, let's take a look at our top stories.
Kuja mniulize mambo ya uchumi, nitajibu na mtaniambia nani yako na mpango bora kuliko hii mimi niko naye.
You will not dispense fake drugs. The drugs that Kenyans will get must be drugs that are approved by
response measures, but no cause for alarm. We have already dispatched our surveillance team.
Welcome. In the face of persistent popular discontent, President William Ruto has urged religious leaders to abstain from saying anything that will provoke youth. The president also expressed confidence in his track record, saying that he will easily floor the opposition in the 2027 general election. He said this while meeting with evangelists, pastors and bishops at Nairobi's State House.
Kuja mniulize mambo ya uchumi, nitajibu na mtaniambia nani yako na mpango bora kuliko hii mimi niko naye.
Sasa tukichoma tunajisaidia na nini? Tunaelekea wapi kweli? Yenyewe tumekosa mwelekeo mayuti.
Mitandao isiwe ni mahali pa matusi, iwe ni mahali pa kupanga ama kutengeneza pesa kwa ajira na biashara. Saa hizi nikiongea na nyinyi 180,000 young people wanafanya kazi katika mitandao. Sasa niwaulize, mimi nikuje niwajengee kanisa huko yote ya mawe, alafu ya State House ibaki ya mabati? Kuna ukweli hapo kweli? Hata nyinyi kwa huruma yenu hamwezi kuwa hata na huruma kidogo.
The family of James Nayo, who was shot on the back during the Sabasaba protest, is now calling for justice for their son. This has occurred after the post-mortem at Naivasha Sub-County Hospital revealed that the 37-year-old fisherman died from complications after the bullet entered through his back and left through his belly.
There was some food material in the abdomen which somehow after anesthesia came up and entered into the airway. It has gone all the way into the lungs. That's what you call aspiration. So we are saying the immediate cause of death here is aspiration of food material, which blocks the airway, and the patient died of asphyxia.
Would not have developed these things if he was not taken to theater and if there was no gunshot to the abdomen. So we still say the cause of death here is a complication of gunshot to the abdomen.
Tumepoteza ndugu yetu and it's so painful. We are trying to arrange venye aende nyumbani. If it wasn't because of this police brutal killing, we know he could have been alive by now. We are left with a 5-year-old akuwa na mke.
Whatever we are passing through right now, after they have done that, they don't know what these families are going through. At the moment, we are going through pain because this was our brother, the eldest, the firstborn in our house.
Aden Duale, the Cabinet Secretary for Health, announced that the government will implement a drug code system beginning next week, with the goal of identifying fraudulent doctors and medications. Duale was speaking in Kisumu during the activation of Taifa Care and the Digital Health Transformation Agenda.
Next week, we are introducing into our system the drugs code, medicine code. you cannot dispense, number one, pharmaceutical products if you are not a pharmacist. Number two, you will not dispense fake drugs. The drugs that Kenyans will get must be drugs that are approved by the Pharmacy and Poison Board. So there will be also another noise next week. And that noise, I'm ready for it. We have introduced, both within the Social Health Authority and through the Digital Health Transformation Digital Superhighway, something called Bed Capacity Access Rule. We will not allow a Kenyan to sleep on the floor again, whether it is public, private, and faith-based. We will not. Because the leadership and the leadership of this country, including myself and Mheshimiwa and Professor Nyang' and everybody, they don't want their relatives to sleep on the floor. So they must also not allow the citizens and their voters not to sleep on the floor. Unlike NHIF, because of corruption, people used to claim reimbursement from NHIF. Those who sleep on the floor, the three who sleep on one bed, three mothers, pregnant, who don't know each other, that story has come to an end. You can say anything, and I have said it. If you want more patients, go buy beds. If you have bought beds and there's no space, build the maternity and the wards. There's no question about it. There are many people talking about it. And I have closed over 1,000 facilities. And in the next 1 month, I will close another 1,000 facilities. Our teams regulate us. If your facility is level 2, you will stay at level 2. If you want to move to level 3A or 3B, you must upgrade your facility. You cannot claim to do more surgeries than Kenyatta Hospital or Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, and you have a small room somewhere calling itself a health facility. 1.8 million Kenyans in the informal sector, including Mama Mboga, has paid for SHA premium, annual premium. We had last night 2,000 Kenyans who went through SHA, Lipa, Pole Pole, and have paid. So it's working. And I want to assure that we complete the regional cancer center. That I have taken it so that our people in Kisumu County and the whole of the Lake Region counties, which about, I think, 14 counties, can access this regional cancer center.
The Ministry of Health has stated that there is no reason for Mombasa County residents to be alarmed on the unexplained illness that claimed the lives of 4. According to the Professional Standards in Public Health, PS, Mary Muthoni, the Ministry of Health has deployed health personnel to support the county government's effort as they investigate the situation through a multi-agency team and work around the clock.
Response measures, but no cause for alarm. We have already dispatched our surveillance team and the field team to join hands with the county government to ensure that we are doing a rapid response, to have a rapid response team all together, multidisciplinary, so that they can come up with the correct information, accurate information, which can be given to the members of the public. So far, our support team is detailed field investigation to determine the cause of the deaths and to coordinate and facilitate laboratory testing, including infectious disease screening, and also to conduct community level risk assessment and active case, because we are also encouraging barazas, the chief barazas, for information purposes, so that members of public can be aware of what is happening. And also to provide technical guidance and on appropriate public health response measures, but no cause for alarm. We've been here before, and we've gone through phases of blocks. We've had cholera outbreaks. We remember we had a strange disease in Kisii, which we handled. So as a ministry, really together with the county government, we are on alert on anything that could be happening. And members of the public are advised to ensure that they keep the highest level of hygiene. Ensure that you wash your hands at all times, because personal hygiene is very important. If you look at most of the diseases that we have, they are caused out of that, a lack of personal hygiene. Environmental hygiene, again, look at diseases like cholera, malaria, where you need to sleep under a net. Then water and sanitation.
We are taking a short break and we'll be back with more news updates.
Ever the best. Hallelujah.
Welcome back. Following an attack on fishermen in Lake Turkana that left numerous people dead and several more missing, the government plans to send a multi-agency security team to the Todonyang district of Turkana County for a security operation. However, because of the intricacy of the tragedy that took place in February of this year, Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen, who is currently in Turkana County for the Jukwaa la Usalama tour, stated that the precise number of casualties has not been confirmed.
Ni lazima tuhakikishe kwamba mambo ya usalama katika Todonyang imezingatiwa kutumia multi-agency team. Tunataka KDF waungane na polisi pamoja na wananchi kuona kama vile tunaweza kusaidiana kuimarisha usalama katika sehemu hiyo. Part of the reason why there is a disparity in numbers in Todonyang is because not everybody who was in the lake comes from the community in Todonyang there. Some even could have come from all the way from Kitale. Kerio Valley has always witnessed a serious problem of banditry, and Turkana is in a unique position where it is facing problems of banditry locally, but also facing it internationally, in the sense that the pastoral communities we border in South Sudan, in Uganda, in Ethiopia.
Understand police are part and parcel of your family. Don't hate us because of the service. Come home. Come to my office. We are standard police officers. We are no longer force.
I want to urge all officers across the country, but deployment in Turkana County is not a punishment. Let us take it positively, because when you look at these officers, sir, when you look at their faces, they are not suffering. What they require is only motivation.
Some of those people lost their lives. The circumstances are still being investigated, including the very young girl who painfully lost her life in that situation. If the numbers eventually is tallied and it becomes 61, beyond the numbers that have been received by the police, we will say 61. If it's more than 61, we will say that.
In response to Monday's surge in petrol prices, Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi has vehemently defended the Kenya Kwanza administration, calling charges made by Kiharu MP Ndindi Nyoro unfounded. Mbadi maintains that the current Israel-Iran conflict and rising oil costs worldwide were the main causes of the spike.
And that is the truth. The landing cost for petroleum products have gone up.
We saw the fuel prices
going up yesterday drastically, and the explanation that was given by government is not accurate, because blaming the global oil prices is falling short of what the reality is. This is where the problem is. The government of Kenya actually added a new levy last year of 7 shillings in the fuel prices. And how the government works is that time when the fuel prices are coming down, actually that's the reason why Kenya's never felt the global deceleration of the oil prices. Because it's around that time that the government introduced a secret 7 shillings in fuel levy.
You know, when you start misreporting things and giving statements that are not factual, and you have been chair of the Budget and Appropriations Committee, then you leave Kenyans asking questions whether you have what it takes to offer leadership. Because we feel you are using these 18 shillings on Maram roads, which is not helping this economy. And a lot of it is eaten. Agreement between contractors and politicians and people, the regional managers of roads, we know it. You know, PDL is not just about price stabilization. It is for price stabilization and developing the petroleum industry. The government chooses when now to intervene. EPRA, my understanding, felt that for now, we don't have to intervene because, you know, if you intervene too early, you can deplete that fund.
On to Matter Sports. The remaining facilities for the much anticipated competition, which begins on August 1st, 2025, have been formally handed over by the government, allowing the Chan Local Organizing Committee to begin the last stage of preparations for the African Nation Championships. Nyayo and Kasarani Stadia will be playing grounds for the Chan tournament.
And basically we came here to take over and hand over, you know, the stadium and the training grounds to the local organizing committee. And this signifies that now we are moving into to Chan. And therefore I want to take this opportunity to thank the Ministry of Defense. The Ministry of Defense have worked with the Ministry of Sports and of course other government agencies to ensure that we are able to upgrade the infrastructure in readiness for Chan. So I would like to thank all the senior technical officers who have been involved in supervision, who will still be with us also to make sure that everything goes on very well. But today was a small ceremony to hand over the Nyayo National Stadium, Police Circle, Ulinzi Sports Complex to the local organizing committee, who will now from here begin the process of handling the other logistical matters related to Chan 2024. As a sporting activity is a catalyst to our economic ecosystem, and therefore we are looking forward to a very beneficial season, a season where we will demonstrate talent, a season where we will also inspire the local tourism and international tourism, a season where many of our economic enablers will be inspired, and therefore it will be important that as Kenyans we reclaim our profile in continental and global football.
We wish Harambee Stars Godspeed in the upcoming Chan competition. The sports news also brings us to the end of the live broadcast. Thank you so much for choosing to get informed with Younib TV News at 1. We are still following up on other updates just as they continue streaming in on our news desk. Have a great afternoon. I am Peninah Wachera.